Welcome to another edition of Corehealth, a program that informs you about your health and also how you can live a healthy life. My name is Ibirunke Aroshala. On today's program, we shall be talking about stress management. Stress, in everyday terms, is a feeling that people have when they are overloaded and struggling to cope with demands. These demands can be related to finances, work, relationships, and other situations. Stress can also be a motivator. It can be essential to survival. The fight or flight mechanism that tell us when and how to respond to danger. However, this mechanism is triggered too easily or when there are too many stressors. It can undermine a person's mental and physical health and become harmful. How then can this be managed? What are the symptoms of stress? These and many more are what we shall be talking about on Corehealth with a healthcare practitioner and the medical director of Pinecrest Specialist Hospitals. Please do stay with us. If you're just joining us, our topic for today is stress management, and we shall be talking to Dr. Omadeli Boyo, who will tell us more about stress.
Stress is defined as when the resources, the pressure you face is greater than the resources you have inside you. So S is equal to P greater than R. When the pressure facing you in life is beyond your emotional, physical, psychological resource already that you have built over the years. You don't get these resources overnight. They are resources that you have. So the things that cause stress are called stressors. Stress with an ORS, stressors. So stressors cannot be eradicated. In fact, stress cannot be eliminated. It's impossible to eliminate stress. What you can do is to empower people to overcome stress. There are some types of stress that you will meet and don't do anything to you because you have developed capacity. That's the word. When you have capacity, there are some things like that. If, as I'm here as a doctor now, if I see blood, I will not mean anything to me, but you may pass out. It's not because I'm better than you, because over the years, I've developed capacity to face challenges. Now, you're in my clinic now. If I hear them shout, hey, Grammy, yes, I won't move. Because there's already a structure in place to take an emergency. I have doctors on duty. I have nurses on duty. That noise won't move me one bit. Why? I've developed capacity that people outside can take care of it. Before I will get there, they will likely have moved the patient to the emergency room. They will likely have set up a drip. They will have opened a card. I'm not to open the card. They will have done all the basic things. Then I will now come as a senior doctor on duty to go and see. So that won't move me. Why? I've gotten capacity for that. If a soldier hears gunshots, it will move him like you. You run under the bed. The soldier will carry his gun and go and meet you. Why? He has developed capacity for that stressor. So in 1936, one guy called Hans Selwyn, Selye, Anseli, was the first person to define the concept of stress as we presently used it here. And he called it as non-specific response of the body, non-specific in that you cannot predict how the body can respond. In other words, somebody else can begin to cry, somebody else can begin to shiver, somebody else can collapse. Non-specific response of the body to any demand for change, any demand. So your wife comes to you and says, they've just brought school fees. The landlord is outside. You have not paid your rent for the last 2 years. Are you getting me? That's a demand. Just hearing the landlord's name alone, a lot of things. Now, what can happen to you and I could be different. You now, your heart could start beating fast. Me, I may be a very experienced loan defaulter that I've owned old central bank, closed some banks before that. I'll just say, he's the only landlord. Let him sit down outside there now. So what? It hasn't affected me. But you are crying and I'm laughing. So it's non-specific response to demand. So that guy in 1936, well, before 36, had done series of experiments with animals, exposed them to various things, heat, light, sound, all kinds of things, and found out that whenever these animals were faced with different types of things like this, which we call stressors, some of them developed stomach ulcers. Some other animals develop shrinkage of what we know as their lymphoid tissues. Some others develop the adrenal gland is what releases adrenaline. Adrenaline is what you study in biology in secondary school that does the FFF, fight, flight, and fright in response. Things that will make you run away, flight, is adrenaline. Fight back is adrenaline. Fear is adrenaline. So adrenaline is released in the blood for you to have the capacity, like now, if suddenly there is a bomb blast or there's a problem here, if there's no adrenaline, you will sit down here. You won't move. Adrenaline will give you that urge to want to run and look for help. If the kind of energy you never had before, you have it. All right. So that is how stress. So it now demonstrated that persistent stress, recurrent stress, made these animals to develop all these things, and that in human beings, when human beings are faced with persistent, recurrent stresses, they could have things like heart attack, stroke, arthritis, and different diseases.
Well, I hope you have learned a lot from Dr. Boyo. We go on a short break. Please do stay with us.
Over 2,000 communities in Nigeria, each with its unique story. Some real of comfort, most with its complaints. Whatever the story is from your community, we tell it. Let's journey together through streets, homes, markets, every nook and cranny to tell your story the right and the true way. Community Focus. It's all about you and your community.
Welcome back. Right now, we shall be talking about the symptoms of stress and signs to watch out for.
When you have stress, you have what is known as the physiological symptoms. You can develop headache, you can sweat, your pulse can begin to run high. Normal pulse is 70 beats, your heart beats 70 times a minute. When you have stress, you can begin to go to 120 and above. You know, your blood pressure can rise. You can begin to feel your heart beating fast, dry mouth. Some people feel like passing urine.
Like me, I really have red eyes whenever I'm stressed.
Okay.
Stress,
You go like that, yes.
migraine.
Migraine, yeah. Some people have that. Some others just cannot sleep when they are stressed, you know. Some others have constipation, while some others can have diarrhea, you know. So these are things. And some people develop psychological symptoms. This is not physiological now. Anxiety, feel anxious. They develop some people go to the other extreme, depression, withdrawn. They don't talk. They just get. Some people just. I've known somebody who saw something that he couldn't talk for some days. Bad news. Just said your mother is dead, and she just became silent for some days. Not dead, just silent. 2 days for him to come. Shock. Then you begin to have low job, poor job satisfaction. You can no longer be excited about work again. You just get to work every day, you just sit down there and you're not happy. Then you have behavioral symptoms. Productivity decreases, absenteeism, doesn't come to work again because of what he has gone through, you know, and things like that. So these are the things. And they can now lead to more serious diseases like peptic ulcer, hypertension gives you heart disease, heart failure can later result. You can now, from hypertension, can have kidney disease and things like that much later in life. Not everything happens at the same time. Then there's one thing about stress also, which is very, very significant. I must mention this here. Stress can bring you down to a level where your immunity goes down. And when your immunity is down, existing bacteria and microorganisms conquer you. Give you an example now. People tend to find out that when they are doing exams, they have what they call exam fever. There's nothing like exam fever. The problem is that exams produce stress. You read till daybreak. You don't eat as you ought to eat anymore. You are scared. You are worried. Everything comes down on you. You are afraid of failure. Then suddenly what happens? The malaria parasite that has been in your blood for many months, but your immune system has put it on check, because anybody born in a malaria endemic country like Nigeria has had malaria before, and has taken all the drugs before, and has developed what they call immunity, Igesara, to malaria. Are you getting me? But now, because of this exam you are going through, you are not eating well, you are not sleeping well, you are afraid, you are disorganized, even some people, their period just starts because of those sort of things. Then guess what? Malaria says, hello. You know, the rat is now making fun, eh? Because your immunity is down, somebody is not say, oh, I have exam fever. It's not that exam is a fever. It's a malaria you have had before. The same thing with night vigil. Oh, people go to the village to bury their parents and they come back to Lagos and say, that mosquito plenty. Like, mosquitoes cannot bite you today and you have malaria tomorrow. It takes 3 weeks. It wasn't the mosquito that bit them last week that gave them the malaria. It's the mosquito that had been biting them when they were in Lagos. When they got to the village, yes, they had mosquito bites in the village, but it was the malaria parasite in their blood in Lagos. Because when they got to the village, they got overwhelmed. Auntie, give me money. Uncle, give me money. We have not bought a car. We have not bought this. And we're going up and down, greeting everybody in the village. And they got walked up and worn out. And when they come to Lagos for the first time, they start wanting to sleep. And develop malaria. It says the mosquito in the village. So stress can deal with your immune system, thereby causing coexisting organisms to take advantage of your low immunity system.
Whenever you feel weak or tired, this might be as a result of stress. It is advisable to take some rest in order to avoid falling sick or breaking down. We go on a short break. Please do stay with us.
Mr. President,
Mr. Speaker,
109 senators, 360 members of the House of Representatives, talking the talk, walking the walk as they debate on issues that concern Nigerians.
Mr. President, a time will come when the poor will have nothing to eat but the rich.
to avoid double taxation so that there is flow of business into Nigeria. Nigerians will benefit a lot.
We bring you the argument.
You don't need any accountant to tell you that some people are making fortunes on account of other people's misfortune.
Whether there was some abuse of dipping hands into any public funds of the Federation.
Accusations.
This is a good example of where corruption is not only eating into it, it's also creating a bad name for ourselves.
I've never heard the word pardon being an offense under any law.
It is not pardon. It is not incision. It's budget fraud.
Controversies.
There is a certain IG who promoted his girlfriend from sergeant to inspector to ASP.
We must have jobs and projects going in every local government, every federal constituency, every senatorial district of this country.
The recession has thrown Nigerians into economies nowadays.
Join me, Jamila Fegwa, on Gavel to Gavel every Saturday at 8 p.m. with a repeat broadcast on Mondays at 12:30 p.m.
Welcome back. Right now, we shall be talking about how you can manage stress with your daily activities and still maintain a balanced life. Sit down and enjoy.
How do you manage stress? I divide it into many ways. Individual approach, I would say, build capacity. Don't wait for problems to come before you build. Know how to handle anger, handle a difficult husband, just know how to handle things. When you're not married, don't just be praying for the knight in the golden armor that will arrive in a white horse. Are you getting me? Begin to think. Any girl who's planning to get married now should know that the husband will likely not have a good job, because men don't have good jobs. It's women that have jobs. Depressed economy, service industry, hospitals, hotel, banking sector run by women. So men will not have jobs. So you are looking at a man who has a job in Chevron, you will die, you will get married around 60, and by then the man will have retired. So you are looking for, you want to get married now, you have to make up your mind, for instance, that I would like to meet a man that I'm going to be the one that have the job. I won't see a man with a job. If I'm going to wait for a man that have the job. In fact, people will see him before me, because we are very few. There will be 200 women to a good man with a job. So you have to now begin to say that I will help my husband become great. Because building capacity. Building capacity. Are you getting me? I'm not after the money again. Eh? Let him be a nice person. Let him be kind. Let him have potentials. Let him have a degree. Even if he doesn't have a job, we'll work it out. Are you getting me? So you now build capacity. Like, see why you build capacity with NEPA. You know, my children tell me that when NEPA takes time, don't get angry. I say, I always expect power failure. I don't expect power. So I have inverter, I have a rechargeable, everything. So when I say, they have tried. And my children go, right? But we are paying. What is it? They'll give us light for 6 hours. They have tried. Put on the generator. There's no generator. Open the window. Let us have developed capacity. But what happens in Nepal? God will punish them. They will not survive. Idiots. I wish I'm in America. You are wasting your time. Develop capacity. Then you don't plan time management. Can you overcome stress? They are in Lagos. Yeah, time management. In Lagos, you are going somewhere. Leave home on time. You know, leave them on time so you don't start rushing. If you're going to VI for an interview at 8, leave them at 5. If you have your own car, leave them at 6. Understand the routes. For instance, if I want to go to, someone gives me an appointment to come to Lekki and ask me when will I be able to make it, I will give him 12 noon. So I will leave the mainland at 10. When everybody has gone to work. And I make sure I finish with the person at 2 p.m. So I will leave Lekki before people start closing from work. That's time management. There's no point going to stay in Lekki when it's 4, 5, I leave Lekki, I start crying that the road, that's what it should be like. The road should be tight when you're coming from Lekki. And then you take enough money to pay for the toll gate at Lekki. Now you get to say this is government and toll. They want to kill us. Oh. But you know already that there is toll at Lekki. So, time management. So, 2, learn to relax. I'm talking about individual approaches. Learn to relax. Do a lot of breathing in exercises. Go to the gym. Physical exercise helps with containing stress. Treadmill, push-ups, things like that. Then develop good interpersonal relations with people. Be nice to people because you meet them on your way down. Be good to a taxi driver, be good to everybody. Why? When you're in need, there'll be a social network. There'll be a net to carry you when you're falling, So if we don't know, once we know all these things to do, time management, physical exercises and things like that, are basis for that, then organizations too can help to take care of stress. Stress is contained in organizations from organizational perspective, like selection and placement. When you are recruiting people, don't just look for first class. Look at them eyeball to eyeball and ask yourself, does he have good emotional intelligence? Yeah, he has a first class. Yes, he has a 2-1. Very good in engineering. Does he have a team spirit? Can he cope? I give you an example now. I run a hospital. The older nurses here are very tough on the newer ones. Are you getting me? And they can kill, can we use that word, because they will deal with you. So I'm going to employ a nurse. I look at, can this nurse cope with Madam S, Madam T, Madam Y? And I ask her, do you like working with difficult people? She say, God forbid. I want to employ you because I have difficult people here. I'm looking for somebody that can cope. So corporate organizations, top-level multinationals are now realizing that EQ, emotional quotient, emotional intelligence, is now much more important than IQ, intelligence quotient. So they want to know your ability to work with a team than just the job alone. I prefer to take somebody with a 2-2 who has a very good working spirit and a nice experience as customer service. Smiles, attends people very well, has a second-class lower, but very good works with people, very cordial, very respectful. Now get a first class honors person who is looking for how to go for PhD, who is looking for how to go abroad for a course, who doesn't even care. He's just seeing this job as a transition stage in his life. So, organizational approach, selection and placement. 2, goal setting. Make the vision of the organization so clear that people working there know that this is a TV station, this is a radio station, this is what we want to achieve in the next 5 years. If I do this, I will get this. Are you getting me? And then people that can't cope in a particular job, can you give them another job they are better with? This person is a very wonderful newscaster. Don't send her for news reporting. She wants to sit down in the office and read news. Oh, this person is good in the editorials. Can read, can cross T's and dot I's. Pay her well in that area. Don't give the newscaster all the good money and all the wardrobe allowances, and the person doing the editing, who is producing the news at the background, is giving peanuts because the newscaster is now the on-air personality. Then the one at the background is off-air personality and doesn't get it done, and you start deliberately putting wrong things there for the newscaster to read. They start saying, this newscaster doesn't know what he's saying. Why? Payment pattern. So job redesign, participative decision making can help. If everybody in the organization is involved in the decision-making process, are you getting me? They will now own a stake in the organization. They now own the vision. They now run with it. They now know that we are expecting to defeat our opponents. Look, we are Radio A. We are TV station B. Our competitors are CDE. We have decided that this year we are going to be very good with news, very good with music. We are going to now organize. When everybody participates in goal setting, stress is less. We all know what is expected of us, you know. Then the means of communication within an environment can reduce stress. We know that the gate man should talk to the head of transport. Head of transport should report to human resources or report to business manager or whatever. Then from there they can take it to general manager. When a driver can go and meet MD and say, I want salary increase, and MD calls HR, increase his salary because he protects my girlfriends from my wife. Are you getting me? And you just find out that driver is not any more than general manager because driver takes MD to Sheraton and madam calls driver. Where did MD go to say, he was with his mother all day? So people begin to find out that, wow, driver can talk to anybody here anyhow. Driver becomes rude. Then wellness program. If companies can ensure that they have good healthcare facilities, they make sure that people that are sick are taken care of, and it's not just sickness that is wellness. Let the staff go on outings, on picnics. Let them have their normal annual leave. Schedule their leave. Let them go out. Ask how they are doing. When a staff has had a baby, show interest in their health. When she's sick, let them visit her at home. The people are now being more empathetic about staff welfare. It's not all about saying that there's a clinic down the road. When they come, how are you doing? Is it fit to resume work? You have to work. I can't be paying all this money for hospital bill and you're not doing anything. I will deal with you. I will sack you. Then wellness programs have to be taken care of. So these are all the things that we can do to help an organization move on. I've talked about individual approach, community approach, and then organizational approach. Government plays a role too. Government can reduce stress by making sure that public utilities function. Roads are good, buses are working, there's lights, and there's lights, there's light, there's water, the markets are clean, there's food inspection is done, market inspection is done, NAFDAC is doing his job. You buy a drug, the drug is good. You don't have to buy a drug again and become your own drug examiner at home. If you look at Nigeria today, everybody's a government. You have your security guard, you have your own borehole, you have your own generator, you have your own water treatment plant. You go and buy a water dispensing machine. You have your own everything. You have your own. If government was doing all those things, you will not concentrate on your daily life. So these are the issues. So there are many things government can do. Bring down the price of living, bring cost of living, bring down inflation, so that the money you are being paid will help to do what you want to do in life.
Well, that is all we can take for today on Corehealth. Always remember that your health comes first before your finances, relationship and work. So try as much as you can to avoid stressors that can affect your health. Till we meet again next week. My name is Ibirun Kearoshala. Many thanks for watching.